This episode of El Hank Show is brought to you by CM Smokehouse, located behind Golden Acres. CM Smokehouse, 2027 South Lamar Boulevard. Visit CM Smokehouse for all of your barbecue desires. Bienvenidos otra vez a El Hank Show. Today's guest is none other than Ellis Bullard. Ellis Bullard, bienvenidos al show, brother.
Hey, thanks, man. Glad to be here.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, thank you, first of all, for your time and for being here. Let's dig right into it, dog.
Let's get in.
Not. Oh man, I thought I was gonna drop something hot, but no, we got a little motivated before the show, and yeah, no, but so let me give y'all a little story. I had a good time one night, and I was given some illicit substances, and I experienced this band, and now I have the dude sitting here next to me. But no, Ellis, I met you New Year's Eve,
right,
at a show, at a comedy show.
Yeah,
and ever since then, dog, I was like, boom, Honky Tonk is back on my radar. You guys have a good sound. You have a great voice, brother. The sound, the band, everything together, great product. Like I was telling Rusty was on here the last episode with the pedal steel guitar. I mean, geez, dude, the Renaissance coming back. I am a bit of a honky tonk connoisseur myself.
Right.
So I'm definitely honored that you're here. And just starting off, man, I wish you guys a lot of success and
Thanks,
in
man.
the future, brother.
Hell yeah.
So, dog, how'd you get started, cuh?
Well, like most people do, like my family has like a musical background, so like it's always been there. And
What kind of music?
So my mom was like an artist in Muscle Shoals in like the 50s and 60s. And,
no way.
Yeah, well, more I guess like along in the 60s and 70s. She was
Okay.
born in 54, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean,
And,
like down there with Van Zandt and Leonard Skinner during that time? That was before.
They were around.
They were
But
around.
it was like more like my great granddad Raymond Lovelace was like like chicken picker and like the Chet Atkins scene and stuff like that. And like my mom worked in like Sun and Fame Studios and like
I have a couple of Chet Atkins records.
hell yeah,
Oh,
but
so-
there must have.
Yeah.
But my cousin Daryl Holden on my mom's side, Barefoot Holden was his studio name, and he played on a couple of Ronnie Millsap records, and it's just it's always been around. Like after that, my dad also is very musical, played in a bunch of groups. Like I had a college band, El Supremo, and then
El Supremo.
Yeah,
Awesome.
dude.
I like that.
and
Where did all this take place? I mean, in the South, obviously, but
yeah, my mom was in Alabama, my dad was in Virginia.
okay.
And my dad ended up working like at a nuclear plant near in Alabama somewhere, and ended up meeting my mom. And eventually they moved down to Matagorda County, and he was working at the plant in Matagorda and playing in a band called the Western Express.
Okay.
And I remember like growing up and going and seeing them like at the VFWs and stuff like that. And so like music was always around and stuff like that, especially country. We grew up. My dad would always sing like London Homesick Calling Blues,
Okay.
and a bunch of John Prine and stuff like
Okay.
that. And I loved it all growing up, and then kind of like you always have that kind of like rebellion. So like I got into like
Naturally.
metal and like all kinds of stuff, hip hop and all kinds of stuff, and then got back into high school, and then kind of really started like experiencing life and shit like that, and then you kind of start really understanding country music and stuff like that once it starts talking
Damn,
to you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So then I
I
really
know
started
exactly
diving
what you
back
mean,
into
dude.
it.
That sounds like a story very similar to mine, music-wise, man. Just
Right.
just very traditional at the house, and then you rebel, something, then it comes back, and it's like, I understand this music now.
No shit. Yeah, you kind of like you hear what they're talking about, and you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
been there, like or like you can really start identifying with it.
Yeah.
Especially,
do you
like-
have a record or a song or something in particular that you saw and you're like, God damn, like as far as country wise, you're like, this is speaking to me.
Man, I'd say whenever I really started getting back into country and stuff like that, like all of Mo Bandy's stuff, him and Joe Stampley, like as far as
Really?
writing and playing
Okay.
and stuff like that, and like uh, you know, Mo Bandy, Merle Haggard, and
Hmm.
I mean, it's just like I feel like that's kind of like the benchmark of like you know just incredible country music, and they
Yeah.
vast, different colors of it too. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They cover so much in that genre, and just I don't know, I just really attached to those people, and like I guess you can kind of say like in my writing and kind of like the way like our music comes out is you could say that they're really big influences.
Okay.
Maybe some Jerry Reed in there too.
Okay, Jerry Reed, man. Awesome. How long have you been doing this, man? How long? When did you start writing your first song? Did you start off as writing music, like songs, or were you trying to just be a picker, drummer? Where did you start, man?
Man, I was writing for a while, man. I remember writing songs in high school and stuff like that, but it wasn't ever anything like nothing serious, and like
Yeah.
we like I also like in college and stuff too, I'd write as well, and didn't really like get out of the bedroom with it, or
Okay. Where'd
out
you
of
go to college at?
Texas State University.
All right. Sick 'em cats. That's it, right? That's the same.
Eat 'em up.
Eat 'em up. My bad. My bad.
Right.
Eat 'em up. Go cats.
That was like some Sam Houston shit or something.
Yeah. Oh shit. My bad. They're all cats.
Sick
They're
'em
all
Bears or
sick
some
'em.
shit.
Yeah. Who knows?
Fuck 'em cats.
So you're playing at Cheatham Street, huh?
Yeah, no shit.
Shout out to AMD.
Yeah.
Fuck that dude. Nah, just kidding. I love it, man. So, dude, you just had a song come out on Spotify, Chasing Numbers,
Yeah.
Chasing Los Números.
Yeah,
How's
man.
that going, dog? Ever since you put that out?
It's good, man. We're getting good traction with
Good.
it, but I try not to find validation in that.
Yeah.
I'm more validated just by getting it out than
Okay.
like trying to pay attention to like streams and stuff like
Okay,
that.
get lost in the numbers, chasing those numbers,
That's
right?
what
Yeah,
it's
gotta
about,
listen. Yeah.
man. I was beating my head in the wall, playing music for a long time, and was out looking for validations on a chart somewhere, or on a website, or on followers or what have you. And like in the spirit of writing songs and playing music, and like meeting people like you, like you're a fan of music, and like
Absolutely.
you've heard me play, and it didn't fucking matter to you how many followers I had.
No, not at
The
all.
music was fucking sick.
Fire. Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I wanted to lean into, and like I mean
Awesome.
the working man, the blue collar people could also, maybe they're seeking validation through a paycheck, so they're buying shit that doesn't matter, or looking for validation through like
God damn,
owning
don't
shit
I know
that
that.
don't matter,
Yeah.
So like I feel like it kind of, a lot of people can take it any way that they want, but it really just is kind of like, focused on keeping your head straight and figuring out what matters in life.
Okay. Is there going to be an album attached to this song, or is it just a single? Are we working on an album?
Well, we've got an album done. We're actually just dropping a couple singles from it to
Okay.
kind of gain awareness. We kind of just came out of nowhere as a group. I was out, with a different band under a different name for a while, and like the band is actually comprised of like a bunch of killers from different groups, and like it all kind of took like this coming together and us making this record for everybody to see what we have, for them to leave their camps to come and join this, brotherhood that we got. And
The
like,
honky tonk audio slave.
son, that's right.
Like that music video, Coach Ice. I mean, dude, I'm a huge Audio Slave fan.
Dude,
So,
yeah,
like,
who
that's how
isn't?
they. Yeah, exactly, man. I just remember the video of like they're in the desert and the whole band's going up and Chris Cornell's already at the top, and then they come up and then they start playing. Like, yeah,
it's
it's crazy.
killer.
It was like very metaphorical. Yeah, phenomenal shit, dude. But yeah, man, had Rusty here last time, and yeah, I'm gonna have pretty much everybody from the band here. The following episodes coming in, man.
Cool.
But I just want to get y'all in one-on-one and talk to y'all, man. See what's behind there that brings us this fire magic, man. Because I love it.
Right.
That and Roller Coaster, dude. I can't tell you how many. My daughter knows Roller Coaster already. Like that's how much I
That's
listen to
fire.
it.
That's what it's about,
My
man.
6-year-old listens to Roller Coaster. She listens to Nether Hour.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, but yeah, I'm very
There's a hit.
on my head. I might get. Yeah, I ain't gonna go into it, but yeah. Shout out to the Nether Hour, man. Are you got something coming up with them?
Yeah,
Is
we're
that
actually
the rumor I hear?
playing this Friday over at the Fry High Country Store. I don't know when this will come out, but
Probably around that time. Friday would be what, the 4th?
yeah,
Friday the 4th at where?
Fry High Country Store in New Braunfels, Texas.
Ooh, New Braunfels. Man. Brother, where's your favorite place to play? Like, I mean, maybe not a specific place, but a region. Like, New Braunfels, the Hill Country, Austin.
Dude, I don't
Where do
know
you like
why,
playing?
but like people fuck with us in Dallas. Like, there's a lot of people show up to our shows in Dallas.
Dallas or Fort Worth?
Man, the DFW, like
DFW area?
yeah,
Okay, the whole
certain-
Metroplex?
Yeah, man, like
Okay.
anywhere in that area. I don't know what it is. Like even like our Spotify like streams like reflect that too. Like, but we've been lucky to like start getting rooted in the Austin scene. Like it's tough to pay a band here, so
Yeah. Oh, shit.
we like get on the road every weekend.
Yeah.
So like it's hard to get in front of these club owners that own these venues here, so you can work your way into them. And
No.
we've just now started to break into the Austin market, so we're hoping, to start being able to draw here a bunch and being able to play, a little closer to home.
No.
But yeah, man, like I guess regionally, man, there's a lot of really great venues everywhere. The House of Blues in Houston is probably one of the nicer places I've played. But man, there's just really cool places, man. The dance halls are fun, man. There's a lot of history there.
Yeah, there is, man. I grew up going to a very can't even say it right now. A very special dance hall, Kosciuszko Dance Hall, man. So yeah, and there's a lot of history. There's like one of the oldest dance halls in Texas. Not the
Yeah.
old, I mean, it's not green, but it's up there, man. And yeah, there's something about going to a dance hall and like the wood, the walls. I've heard it all.
Exactly.
The walls, and it's almost like the crowd there gets the energy from the. So it's like the building talks to you through the crowd. It seems like no matter what it is, fire music is fire music. You can see it. Like I'm talking Kosciuszko, you could see the worn out marks in a circle from the Cotton Eye Joe, from fishing in the dark, like from all this circle dancing, man. Like I love that shit. So it's like to me when I see that, I'm like, man, people have been dancing in circles here since the '60s,
Right.
all the way until now. And that's with anything, man. There's a church out in New Mexico. There, I wish I knew where it was, man. But at the center of it, the Pueblo Indians come and dance, and they've been doing it for hundreds of years. And the ground is hollowed out because they've just danced on it so much. They've stomped it in. They stomped a hole in it. But yeah, things like that. So that's how I see it. I'm like, man, this building gives you, it talks to you through the people, and the people, it makes the people dance, whether it makes them dance or not. Like that's how I see it. Next time anybody goes to a dance hall, look at the floor, look at how where it's worn out, and you'd see that. It's like, man, how many times did people go around there? And yeah, beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, some of these dance halls, people go from, when they're in high school, from when they're old enough to go and till they die, I mean, shit,
Right.
how many people have been going to Green Hall since they were kids and then like died going to Green Hall, So
Right. No, yeah.
bunch of history in dance halls, man. I wish somebody would like take a dive and go like make a whole segment or series on just dance halls and people that have played there in history. And I mean, shit, some of them that have had like, the first African-American players or the first Hispanic, whatever. Like,
Yeah, man.
a lot of history and controversy in dance halls.
A lot, man. A lot. Think about with like Charlie Pride and them.
That's the first that came to mind. Freddie Fender came to mind.
Right.
Johnny Rodriguez back in the day. Shit, David Allen Cole, brother. I mean, back then they weren't taking too kind to tattooed felons.
Right. No, yeah.
But talking about songwriting, dude.
Right.
David Allen Cole and
man.
singing too.
Yeah.
His own style. That was one of the first influences of mine, like music wise, was David Allen Cole. I got from Walmart. I bought a CD that was like his greatest hits, and I listened to that over and over and over again. And it's like, wow, this is songwriting. This is like everything.
Right. Yeah. It's he had so many great hits, and like he's one of those, that has songs like Jerry Jeff and Merle Haggard and George Jones, where if you start singing it, everybody joins in. It's like family tradition, or like a Hank Jr.'s tune. That's
man.
like something that you start and nobody can stop.
Why do you drink
Right?
to get drunk?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even Jimmy Buffett, dude.
Hell yeah, those parrot heads,
Dude, those
bro.
freaks.
Those what?
Those freaks.
They are freaks. The OG swingers are.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Are Margaritaville people.
We were joking around. It was like
we're gonna dissect it right now.
What?
Boom. Call them up.
Yeah. Do you have a parrot head on the phone?
You got a parrot head on the phone? Get them up. Light them up, Mono.
Yeah,
we're gonna call live.
Dude, we were trying to figure out what would be like one of the wildest concerts on acid. Would it be like going to like a fucking Jimmy Buffett show with all those parrot heads around you?
Wow.
Or like if you went to like a Blues Travelers concert and like you have all those like harmonica people in the crowd like playing along.
For me, I think it'd be Weird Al Yankovic.
That'd be a wild one. That would
a
be.
Weird Al concert.
Yeah.
Shit.
Is he around?
I don't know.
I used to like think him and Howard Stern were like the same
dude.
When I was young.
I could see that, the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Weird Al. I remember they used to play his music videos on VH1, dog.
Right. Speaking of Howard Stern, fuck Howard Stern.
Oh yeah, we got a beef with Howard Stern. If my man has a beef with Howard Stern, I got a beef with Howard Stern.
He's got a beef with you, bro. You got a podcast. He shits on podcasts all the time, dude.
All the time.
He's just Old Man River. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it is. With me, I don't even listen to him though. I do have satellite radio in my truck, but Howard Stern, bro, come on, get over that shit. Listen to some fucking Joe Rogan, dude. Get a real experience in your life.
Who?
El Padrino. We call him El Padrino on this show.
Smo Logan.
Smo Logan. Smo Logan. Yeah,
Names
man.
have been altered to protect the identity.
Speaking of which, while we're on that subject, how was that bump?
Oh man, that bump was great, man. It's it's been a great ride. We would never, it's super cool. He's just such a genuine dude, and like, I never expected in a million years, that would happen, and like, the universe just puts people in your life, man, and I had a conversation with Smo Logan the other day, or the other night whenever we played over at
El Padrino's.
At
the Vulcan.
Spill Smony.
Yeah.
Over at Kill Tony. And man, it was just like, this fucking circumstance having to put us, in each other's circle or whatever, and it's super cool, how it all worked out. And I wouldn't have the music I have right now if I wasn't out on the road for like the last 7 or 8 years, getting like shit on, and just happened to meet Mitch Ballard over at BMI and sat down and talked to him about my new music and stuff like that, and now I can just talked about my goals and what I want to do, and he helped put me on a good path, and just everything started falling into place. Next thing I knew, I had a kick-ass fucking band, and like everybody, like I said, dude, it's like a brotherhood, man. It feels like a frat. Yeah. It's all worked out, man.
The A-team assembling in the van.
Right, yeah, dude, and like it's everything's just kind of starting to fall into place, and it's not something that, you ever really plan, but you just fucking, you're thankful that it happens, and you just try to make the best out of the wave you got, ride it for as long as you can.
Yeah, man, shit. I feel like I'm in a very similar situation, man. Like everything I've done now put me on this gravy train, and it's riding. I'm like, oh, okay, it's easy because anything that could go wrong already went wrong.
Right.
And I know how to handle it.
Right.
And now it's like, oh, okay, now I'm on a good track. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I had to get prepared, and yeah, it's crazy being around some of these names and some of these people, that me and you are, pretty much running in very similar circles right now. But yeah, I was there that night, this past Monday night on Kill Tony.
That was the wildest fucking show.
Ellis Bullard, man, he blessed us. He blessed us with a performance after the show. And wow, was it a crazy show? It was a crazy show to begin with. I won't say who was the guest because that episode won't come out yet, so I won't do that. But it was fun, man. And then afterwards,
right,
El Padrino was there.
Yeah,
El Padrino was there. and I was watching him watching y'all. I mean, for a second, not that I was watching him all creepy, like, yeah, what are you doing there?
Somebody watching me.
Can I get some privacy? Yeah, dog. But nah, man, I was just like looking around, and then like I saw he was really digging you guys, man, and it was great. I think the best part about it for me was that there was almost nobody in the, no disrespect, but there wasn't a lot of people in the crowd for as big as the place was.
Yeah.
But the people that were there fucking mattered.
Yeah,
It's like
they
you
fucked with
it's
it,
like you
yeah.
played for, you know, the whole packed house.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. But the people that were there were just, to me, I mean, that's how I feel. It's like, man, there's some heavy hitters in this room. Not just El Padrino, but, you know, other people too. It's like, wow, man. And everybody's just blown away by you guys. And we're all like, damn, this, watching everybody become a fan of you guys. And then in the corner, I see my boy Bobby Flacco. I've been telling you, dog. That's my boy. Because Bob's been a fan forever, dog.
Dude, we've been friends for a minute.
Yeah,
bro,
so
since
he's
college.
like, yeah, and then in the corner, he's like, I've been telling you, man.
yeah.
I do a shitty Bob impersonation, but yeah. Fucking boys are good, man. Yeah, dude. But dog, traveling with the band in a van, that's what you do, right?
100%.
How is that? Like, I mean, at some point are you like, Rusty, stop farting or I'm gonna put my foot through the back of your skull?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got their own things that kind of like fucking bother you, but at this point, everybody's a fucking pro, so they know like
nice.
The hang is like almost like 75% of the gig. Like, you know,
Damn,
you gotta be able to
so
fucking
crazy
play,
you said
dude,
that,
but
yeah.
you gotta be able to fucking hang out too. Like, if you're not a good hang, dude,
Preach.
then like I don't care how fucking good you play.
Testify. The art of the hang.
Yeah, you know,
art of the hang.
I mean, a lot of people bring their own headsets and shit like that, and like try and catch some sleep on the ride or whatever. And I mean, sometimes, you know, like for the longest time, we were listening to fucking Tenacious D's like entire discography for forever. It seemed
Gotta get it on in the body zone.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, off the pick of
Big
Destiny.
Destiny. Yeah,
Dog,
dude.
I am a huge Tenacious D head.
The D, dude.
The D.
Yeah, we love those guys. And like,
Rage Cage.
have you checked out the Kyle Gass project?
Welcome to the Kyle Gas Project. He's got some new stuff.
They're actually doing a tour right now. Or like coming up soon, I saw.
I haven't checked. I saw
his
that,
music's
but I
fucking
haven't.
killer.
Oh yeah,
it's like fucking stoner rock. Like really
he's
cool
a
shit.
master. I mean,
Yeah.
you give him a guitar and he can play. He can make it sound like anything. He's like a
Right.
Flaco Jimenez. Like,
Well,
you
this-
give Flaco his accordion and he can make so many sounds come out of that one accordion.
Their school in music, like their ability to generate melody and like create song is unmatched. You know what I mean? Like those two are like him and Jack are incredible. You know, so like it makes like
Trainwreck is the name of the project.
yeah,
That just came to my mind. It's Trainwreck because I was thinking of the scene that they had on the Pick of Destiny. Everything was like Easter eggs. He wore a shirt that said Trainwreck, and it was a yellow shirt and two trains crashing. And I was like, is that after the Strain? Probably. I'm sure the Strain inspired it, but recently I was like, I know I saw it, but I haven't checked it. I haven't checked it out. I will though. I will. I'm a huge Kyle Gass, Jack Black fan.
Yeah.
That was an album that really, man. Now that you brought it up, that was a like a mile marker in my life. That album, being young and like listening to that,
dude.
dog,
Wonder Boy.
Hey, Wonder Boy.
Oh yeah, dude.
How about the power to move you? Where's that fucking guitar? History of Wonder Boy and young nasty man.
Yeah, that song rips.
Dude, yeah, that song slaps, bro. Yeah, as you can tell, I had a huge like phase where I was all into Tenacious D.
Dude, yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, like I said, dude, they scratched a lot of itches and, like, you know, they were super funny. The melodies were ripped and they're just killer musicians. So, like, who wouldn't like it, you know?
Yeah. Little border town kid listening to Wonder Boy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That and then, like,
Get
I'll
your,
listen to Ramon
friends to hit
Ayala.
that next week.
Yeah, then I'll listen to Ramon Ayala next, man.
Right.
Pero qué tal si te compro para sacar. Yeah. So recently, man, I've been sending you some tunes, and it seems like you've been getting down on some polkas and some Tejano music.
Oh yeah, certainly, man.
Let me in on that. What's going on there, brother? You cultural appropriating over there?
Yeah, man, I'm about to get rich off it, dude.
Oh yeah,
Cause I'm white.
yeah.
That's what we do, dude.
Man, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. Yo, this is a brown podcast. I had a white pedal steel player play with a brown dude, and my numbers went through the roof. I support it.
Hey, let's go.
Now
dude.
we're exploiting you guys. Now the tables have turned.
Hey, there's still a seat at the table.
That's
I'm
right.
just happy to be here.
Now the tables have turned, dog. Yeah,
Right.
man. I'll let you exploit it for a price.
Give you a little taste.
Give me a little taste. Let me wet my beak.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
No, man, David Beck's Tejano Weekend,
Yes.
was like what really got me into you grew up in Texas, you hear a lot of that stuff, especially like being young and in the 90s when Selena was around, all
was
those were
huge,
massive
dude.
songs,
Huge.
She was a
People- yeah.
massive artist,
Bro, people didn't know. I mean, I think she was signed to Universal, but they didn't know that like Sony, Universal, and these huge record labels came to Texas and they signed David Lee Goddess, Emilio
Right.
Levita, these artists.
because of that,
Yeah, because of that, I mean, they kind of where they fucked up, in my opinion, was they exploited it, but they didn't help develop any of it. And then when
Right.
it was over, they left.
Right, that's
And
why
they
it
were-
just crashed
And
so
it just
hard.
crashed so hard. Yeah, it was like, but in the '90s, those hits. I mean,
Fire.
Emilio was opening up for Alan Jackson.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, there's like still like like Miguel Salgado and like
Michael Salgado.
yeah. There's like a lot of like good I don't want to say up and coming because that dude sells
he's been around
tickets.
forever.
Yeah, he sells tiki
Does he
wikis.
sell tickets?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sells tiki wikis, dude. So like,
Honky tonks and cantinas. That's one of my favorite songs of his.
yeah, man. I was like, I got turned on to him. Like I went to the Fry Hat Country Store to go pick up, I think, a check from like a show at some point,
Holla.
and they were sound checking. And
yeah?
like, dude, I caught like the full Monty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I was like,
Yeah.
like
Professional. dude.
yeah,
He's been in
dude,
it
I stuck around as long as I
forever,
could till I could go
dog,
tell him like, man, big like thank you for that. That was awesome,
Yeah,
But
man.
dude, yeah, man, you put me onto some good stuff,
I
dude.
like heavy.
Yeah, dude, a la heavy, dude.
That's one of my favorite ones, man. Yeah, man. Right now, while after you listen to this episode of the El Hank Show, go and look up
Esteban Jordan,
Yeah,
right?
Esteban Steve Jordan.
Steve Jordan, yeah.
A la heavy. That he recorded that at ACL.
It's a bop, dude.
I'm gonna do that one day where I'm gonna work out my accordion, like hook it up with the pedals,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the loop, and then he just like takes it off and it's still playing, and he's just staring at the accordion like it just plays itself.
Right, no,
And then
yeah.
he puts it back on and finishes the song.
Man, that's crazy.
Phenomenal, man. And then I'm pretty sure the white guy playing bass is on cocaine.
Has to be.
Has to be. I mean,
You know,
if you're
that's
playing with a bunch of
funny, man.
Chicanos.
You go back and look at like a lot of these outlaws and like go watch their live concert footage, you know what I mean? And like whenever some of them are really, 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 living that hard life, you can recognize it, and it's fun to watch.
It's very fun to watch, especially if you've partaken in that life.
Yeah,
So
you know
it's
now.
like,
Yeah,
that's-
exactly. So it's
know what's
like,
going on.
it's like whenever you realize their lyrics, whenever you kind of can identify it with it, you're like, oh, now it's almost like, looking into a mirror almost,
That was when I lost my virginity, and then the lyrics to "Fuck Her Gently" by Tenacious D all made sense. Like,
Right.
Oh, okay.
Called up Zanzibars.
That's right. I'm not gonna cook it though. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Any like besides Michael Salgado, who else are you digging in the scene, or like in music that's not traditionally honky tonk? That Adele one, yo, what's up with that Adele? Take it easy on me that I put
That's
you on to,
smack,
man.
bro.
Woo!
Yeah, man, that's fire.
It was fire, man. Yeah,
I mean, David Beck's doing good stuff.
he's
man.
doing great stuff, man. I hope to have him on here soon.
Yeah,
David, let's make it
definitely.
happen. Yeah, my favorite song of his is him and David Lee Garza. They cover Sonny Osuna's "Put Me in Jail," but he has another great one, "La Ronera" with Bobby Pulido. I think Roberto Pulido, Bobby Pulido's dad. I'm pretty sure he's playing on a show with Bobby Pulido coming up in the future, like
wow.
here very recently. Yeah, dude, I'm a huge David Beck fan.
Yeah, dude, the Tejano Weekend's like a big guilty pleasure of mine. I
Hell yeah,
love a lot of their
man.
stuff, man.
Yeah. And then they're when they cover Merle Haggard, if we make it through December.
Oh, dude,
that's a good one.
Well, his Always on My Mind was fire.
Yes,
too.
it was. Yes, it was. That was on fire, man. You were always on my mind. Man, have you ever watched the movie Honeysuckle Rose? It's a Willie Nelson movie.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I haven't. I need to.
That's a good movie. I feel like that movie's more of like, it's terrible acting, but it's good, and like, I don't know, man, like it just shows you like, I guess at the time he was trying to tell his story of like living with the band and balancing band life and family life and personal life. How do you do that, man? Like going as hard as y'all go. When are you like, fuck, let me go pet my dog, or what do you do? What's your personal time? You're not just this honky tonker all the time. When you're not playing at Cheatham Street Warehouse.
Yeah, man, it's just like you make time for stuff like that, and like I'm really lucky to have the girlfriend that I have, and she's super understanding, and
shout out to the lady friend.
Right. No, yeah, dude, she's awesome, man. I love her. And it's you make time for shit that's important for you, you know what I mean? And like in the grand scheme of things, this shit's just as much of a business as it is,
the balance, man. Having a good balance. That's
well,
everything.
like, I don't have management. I don't have a booking agent. So I wear a lot of hats. So
well, who needs that now, man? I
they
mean, we're in the age where like
exactly I can
these
make
people
those
that were El
connections.
Padrino and El Tio Tony, man, like these people are showing us that you don't need all this stuff. I mean, I'm sure they do at that level, but for the most part, you could wear all these hats and just steer the ship yourself, man. That's beautiful. I love that stuff.
That's why, like, I don't spend a lot of my time out in, like, the bar and stuff like that. Is like, like I like to go out and enjoy music. Whenever I can, I'll go watch my buddies play, or try and go catch a show that I want to go see. But like, it takes a lot of work to keep a full calendar, and my band relies on me to to keep everybody paid and fed. So.
How's that going, man? I mean, you don't have to get into personals, but I mean, is it paying all right? Are y'all eating beans, a little bit of steak? How we at? Just beans and tortillas right now?
I mean, I feel like that's like how it is for, a lot. I mean, we're lucky, dude. We're blessed, man. We got a full calendar, and everybody lives pretty comfortably, but, it's like the band is a business, and the employees get paid, but the business doesn't grow until you can start putting money back into it. So it's like, you're trying to come at it, as much as you can. Now, I wish I could say we were, like rolling in it, but yeah, man, we're fucking broke ass honky tonkers, man.
That's what it is, though, man. I mean, that's where some of the best music comes from, though, in that time. And
right.
If someone wants to get you guys to play for them, or like to play like a band, or for a party, or at a place, who do they contact? They contact you?
Yeah, I mean, you can DM me and stuff like that, but there's a website that I have where you can go there and fill out an offer form, where basically you kind of just describe the event that you have going on, like, is it a private event, is it a ticketed event, and you tell me the amount of people that are going to be there and what your budget is and stuff like that, and kind of go from there.
Okay, cool. Brother, where do you see music and comedy going? I feel like in this past 6 to 8 months in the past, it's at least in my world, has come together very closely, and I think it works great. Where do you see it as a musician coming in, like the mix of comedy with a comedy show with music in it, whether at the beginning or at the end?
Well, I've only been exposed to what Tony's been able to put together, and from what I've experienced, from what he's put together, it's been phenomenal. Our lead guitar player, Adam, said that he was on tour with like Jamie Wyatt, another band, and like a stand-up comedian, and like, it's like two really big acts, and then like a stand-up comedian. Like, no offense to the comedian or whoever it was, but it was just like, he said, man, it was just really hard on that guy, and like, it was just like the weirdest thing. But he was like, with Tony, they've figured out the recipe, the sauce, man. So I think it has a lot to do with like not only like the music or whatever, but all the way down to the production, the little things. Like the idea that Tony's been able to take a Monday night and brand it and make it the biggest night in Austin, Texas,
Yeah,
is crazy.
absolutely.
You know, and he did that just
Sold
in a
out
few
months
months.
out.
Yeah, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's tough to get a ticket to get into these things, and like, you know,
Yeah, it
sometimes
is.
even knowing people ain't enough.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and like, you know, it's
Don't come at me with no fucking request, dog. I'll shut you down so quick.
I don't know anybody, man.
Yo no hablo inglés, bro. I'm surprised they even let me in the fucking door. I got a gun on me. Don't talk to me, dog. I ain't trying to draw no heat.
Right. No, yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, Tony, I think you know, he's created something that's really special and unique. You know, I think it can be replicated, but it really comes down to, you know, everything that's down to it, man. Like a good gumbo, it comes down to everything that goes in it, you
start
know,
with
all
the
the way to the
Trinity.
roux, dude. You know what I
You
mean?
start with the Trinity, the onion, the celery, the bell pepper.
Yep.
And then you just build on that. The roux, yeah, brother. Yeah.
So, like, you know, I think there's room for it. I think it's great. You know, I feel like there's a big resurgence of, like, a renaissance, if you will. And, like, you know, we went through, like, this, like, crazy, like, cancel culture, you know, like, PC thing for, like, almost a decade, it feels like. You know what I mean? And, like, it's like, you know, I feel like here soon, maybe in the next 3 years, you know, we'll be back around, like, you know, to where comedies like, you know, the Richard Pryors and like, you know, the Dice Clays and like the really, you know, like the
Would I be able to say again is the real question.
dude,
Can I say
if I stub my toe, can I say it? Like
I grew up on that word, on both those words, man.
spicy.
Spicy.
I loved them. Yeah, you're asking me to give up bacon with that one.
I feel
But,
like,
no.
man, my opinion, I feel like the word, I'll say it. I mean, I already said it. The word that is progression. Like that is progress. And I'll tell you why I think that. Throughout history, man has been at war with each other. And like at war or battling, we've always been trying. It's like, who's the alpha and who's the beta? But we've gotten to times where we're civilized, where I can't go and hit you upside the head with a club, where I can't challenge you to a duel on the street. If I don't like you, pretty much the only thing I have left are words to try to emasculate. At the end of the day, that's what it is. A man just wants to be superior to another man. Call him a bitch, call him whatever. Like they're coming for those words too. But I guess the one that they came for was the F word. And I feel like that's progression because, well, man, it's either me slapping you upside the head or me calling you a what would you rather have?
Right.
And you know, so that's how I see it. Is it right? No. Am I going to get a lot of heat for this? Probably. Do I give a fuck? No. But that's just my take on it.
Right.
You know, you were saying on the resurgence of it, and I hope, I'm not trying to start a campaign to bring back F-bombs and N-bombs 2024, but you might see those bumper stickers coming out soon. Who knows, dude? Our Hang Show's got fucking crazy fans from Monterrey to Montreal, so you might see some out there on the interstate.
I don't, you know, it's not like something I like try and say all the time or whatever. I can't remember the last time I've even.
I can't either until I said it right there.
Yeah, exactly. Which made it fun, right?
Yeah, it was special.
It was, you know, like, just for hijinks, you know, all ha-has, you know. But you know, I don't know where we're going.
It is what it is, man.
That F-bomb derailed our train.
You think so?
Took us off the tracks.
Nah.
It's a joke.
I was like, no, not at all. Hell no. Nah, man. But yeah, there is a
the Renaissance.
The Renaissance is coming back.
So I feel like a lot of people are going to be supporting comedy and live music is what I'm getting at. And like hopefully, you know, the censorship era is over and live music and comedy can really, really flex itself and be an outlet for people, you know, to either go have fun or go enjoy some music. And, you know, I hope
art.
Exactly. Go take in art. And like, I hope people stop being so offended and, you know, just understand that, you know, they have the right to turn off, you know, and censor themselves from like, you know, taking that in if it offends them, you know, and just go seek their entertainment elsewhere, you know, that fits inside their categories. But like, you know, I hope people just, if the world could adopt the saying like, what you eat doesn't make me shit, then like,
we'd be a lot better.
Right.
A whole lot better, man. Damn, that Renaissance though, man. Speaking on that, excuse me. The style is what I love of like this thing that's coming back. You and Tony wearing these. What do you call these pants? Like all my theos used to wear those, man.
They're
like
polyester.
yeah, the polyester pants, dude. Like just the style of like the pearl snaps. Like just I love all that stuff, man.
Yeah, man, it's fire, dude. It's fire drip. Well, like, all of our
Fire drip. That's what it is. Yeah, it's the drip, man. I got it. Yeah, it is the drip. I
like
must admit, it's the drip.
go look at like any of like the rhinestone cowboy
The nudie
era.
suits.
Exactly like Glenn Campbell and all those
Porter Wagner.
Porter Wagner. Yeah, man.
That dude used
And
to have wagons on his shit.
Yeah,
bro.
man. And so like, and like even like, with Tejano and like with the cropped blazers and the ostrich tops and stuff like that, like dude,
That's more norteño.
That's
Yeah, but
Tejano
yeah,
norteño,
yeah.
but it's Texas as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
and
Absolutely.
like that
Absolutely.
shit's fire, that shit looks good, and like
It does.
we noticed when we were playing like the shitholes, everywhere. Once we stopped dressing like the roadies, people kind of took us a little more serious, and like we made more tips, and like no shit, dude. Like you show up dressed like like the roadies, dude, and like they'll treat you like garbage, but you walk in there looking the
looking
part,
like a honky tonker, yeah.
right? Then you kind of start turning some heads. So that was something that we learned, man, and like it's something we live by, and it's cool, because like our heroes. Dressed like that, and like we're just kind of like, dressing like the people like we like to listen to,
No. Damn. Yeah, man. I bet that's why Johnny Cash had a lot of swag too, man. Just all in black. Just blacked out, bro. Murdered out.
Right. Yeah.
Head to toe.
Well, he kind of did the opposite thing, He really leaned into being like, a hard living man. And like he was, a living country song if you think about it.
Was.
And so he really played his
Merle
part.
Haggard too, man.
Yeah, definitely 1,000%.
Man, so
Paycheck,
many stories. Yeah, Johnny Paycheck.
That's like one of my favorites of all time.
Same here, dude.
His musicianship, played pedal steel, bass, sang crazy.
His
It was
songwriting.
phenomenal. It's like you don't.
Old Violin. Tell me you're not going to cry at the end of Old Violin like you don't want to call somebody up and tell them you're sorry or that you love them.
Right.
Bro. Or 11 months and 29 days. That's probably my favorite Johnny Paycheck song.
That's a boppity dude.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
Busted in Austin. Walking around in the days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Johnny Paycheck. Who else, man? Like those deep ones from back then that really put me on to some stuff, man. I went through that phase. There was a radio station outside in San Antonio, but when I was living outside of San Antonio, 92.5 The Outlaw with a DJ by the name of Hank T. Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
bro.
had many nights with Hank.
Okay, I've had a couple of nights with Hank T. Moon. The last memory I have of Hank T. Moon, we were at a Super 8 motel.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, okay. And maybe or maybe not, there was a dollar bill rolled up. And maybe not, there were some things going through that dollar bill that ended up in people's noses. And maybe or maybe not, it was a phenomenal time, dude. But that dude is a freaking hoot. That dude's a riot.
He's wild.
He's great in small doses.
I can go drop off a shirt and a record to him, and I can, I respect him. I love what he's done, and I love the platform he gives for everybody. But yeah, man.
Where's he at now?
He's in Corpus, man. Yeah.
I think did he leave San Antonio and go to Corpus? Has he been there ever since?
Man, he was on the jalapeno country whenever I met him.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Down in Corpus Christi.
Okay.
And then that turned to US 97.
What year was this?
It's in the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude. I'm talking like 05,
Okay.
07.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I was like graduating. I just graduated. I was in high school.
That's like-
graduated high school.
He was in Houston before he moved to Corpus, so it must have been after his area over there.
Yeah. But yeah, he was a great DJ as far as like exactly like what you just said, giving people a platform, putting people on.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those, it was the Jackson Taylor Band. It was a Jackson Taylor Band show.
Oh, son, Jackson
Yeah,
Taylor.
dog.
Yeah, man.
There
He's a
was
good
that.
guy. He's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
He's wilder than a fifth ace.
He's fucking wild as fuck. Yeah, so just put that whole story I told you together. Maybe I shouldn't go too much into detail. But yeah, man. Jackson Taylor, Hank T. Moon, Little Hank myself.
Little Hank.
Yeah, man, and some other people from some other places, and it was a great time. But yeah, I was at a Super 8 motel.
Sounds right, man. It's
right
country
on,
music.
right on 1604, man. Putting stuff in our bodies that we probably shouldn't. But brother, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for this interview. Where can people check you out?
EllisBullard.com. Y'all be sure and visit us on our socials on Facebook. That's at Ellis Bullard Music. I believe Instagram to be the same. Y'all go to our Spotify page, become a monthly listener, follow the page. And, man, come out to a show sometime. Y'all come hang out. And, Hank, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's a good time.
Brother. Muchas gracias, man.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do it again soon.
Let's do it.
What's up, y'all? My name's Ellis Bullard. Thankful to be here at the El Hank Show. Y'all be sure and become a subscribe and become a follower here of the channel. And this here is our new single that's out on Spotify. This song's titled Chasing Numbers. Headed out west, just carrying home. Can shake this monkey off my back. He's still holding on. I'm helping him broke down, lost, looking for a dream. We're off chasing some numbers. They don't mean a damn thing. Whoo! Now I'm hurting my head at a hole in the wall. His bottom's up till they cut me off. Now I'm strung out, lost, looking for a dream. We're off chasing some numbers. They don't mean a damn thing. Yeah, I'm tore up and strung out, lost, looking for a dream. We're off chasing some numbers. They don't mean a damn thing. Woo!